Hi, my name is Sid, and I'm here to talk about the new registration system for Thousand Smiles Volunteers. And what you're looking at right now is a page from our wiki. The wiki is located at wiki.thousandsmiles.org, and this is the main page. And you can get to this wiki via a link on the thousandsmiles.org main page. The purpose of the wiki is to provide help and instruction on various things related to our clinics. The reason I'm here is that there's a new section called volunteer registration, and if there's any questions about the volunteer registration that is not covered in this video, you can refer back here for more help. As we add features and make changes, the wiki will be kept up to date. I'm going to go ahead and click on the volunteer registration section, and that'll take us to this portion of that same page. Now, traditionally, Thousand Smiles has had clinics the first Friday of the months of February, May, August, and November. At this point in time, we're going to keep that system up, and anybody who's registering for Thousand Smiles is free to still use that system. And you can get to it by clicking on this link or going to where you've always gone, which is through thousandsmiles.org. But what we prefer is you go ahead and try out our new system. Our new system is going to require that you create an account. We're not going to transfer accounts over from the old system. We have several thousand volunteers that are registered in there, and we're thinking that a lot of them are no longer participating. So that system's been in place for about 10 years. We're thinking it's a good opportunity for us to sort of start from scratch and get a more accurate database regarding who are volunteers. And anybody who doesn't sign up for the new site within the next several months to a year, then when we take down the site, they'll be able to find this site in the future. But we're basically just moving in a new direction here. And if you didn't read this email or find this video, you probably aren't a volunteer any longer with us. Anyway, you can click on volunteer registration to get to the portion of the wiki that will describe the new system. And there's a lot of information here so far. Primarily, this wiki is talking about how to create new accounts and how to register for clinics. And I'm not going to read the wiki to you. I'm just going to go ahead and demo. Again, you can come back to this page and read up on things if things weren't clear in this video or you need a quick reference. So when you go to the site, which is actually at www.thousandsmiles.org/new registration, you'll be taken to a page that basically looks like this. And either you can log in or if you're a brand new user, you can sign up or register. And there's some icons and links in the upper right hand corner that are useful. Home will always take you back to the home page. Login allows you to log in, register, create an account. If you need to, after you've created an account, to reset your password because you've forgotten it, you can click on reset password, and that'll ask you for an email, and an email will then be sent to you with instructions on how to set a new password. Hopefully that won't happen to too many of you, but the functionality is there if you need it. And then this help link actually takes you back to the wiki. One other thing to notice up here is that we have a little comment here that you should make sure that your spam filters are allowing email from this address, no reply at thousandsmiles.org. If you don't get emails from our system when you create the account or when you register for clinics, you might want to check your spam settings and make sure that this is coming through. It's actually something that happened to me with my Gmail account when I was playing with this. I was getting filtered to spam, so I had to go and whitelist this particular email address. And if you don't know how to deal with email spam, you can go to google.com and search for it, and there'll be information. So let's go ahead and sign up for a new account. You click on register here, and it'll ask you for a username, password, and email address. I'm going to go ahead and add the account Fred, and that would be for Fred Flintstone. If any of you have ever seen the Flintstones, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then we have a CAPTCHA here, so KWAIAGI. The reason we have this is so that automated robots can't sign up for accounts. It's one way to help keep hackers away from our site. You fill all this in, a couple of points, no spaces, letters and numbers for the username, and if you type in a bad email address, you'll be told about it, and it'll allow you to enter in a correct one, but a correct email address is user@someplace. Click submit. And now what will happen is there's an email that's going to be sent to that account, and you want to go read your email right after creating the account. And we can see that email just popped up here, and there'll be a link in it, and you click on that link, and it'll take you back and tell you that your account has been activated, and then you can log in. So I'm going to log in as Fred, and type in my password that I entered when I created the account, and then I'm going to fill out some information about myself. First time you log in, you're going to be prompted for this activation information. And I have no idea what street I know he's in Bedrock. I have no idea where Bedrock is. Primary phone is required. Now I'm going to illustrate what happens if you don't fill in all the required fields. And try saving this. You'll see that it's telling me that I need an emergency contact. So we'll put down Wilma Flintstone and her number, which let's just use this and save. So now you're all good to go. Now you'll see that this has actually changed a little bit once you've logged in. You can change your password by clicking here. You can type in your old password and a new one and confirm. You can go back and edit your profile. If some street address changes or you get a new phone number, you'll want to log back in and edit your profile and keep us up to date with any of those changes. So the only feature at this point on the site is clinic registrations. I'm going to walk you through that now. There are two kinds of clinics. One, we have occasionally we'll have clinics that aren't first Friday of February, May, August, or November. We have one coming up right now that's it's not one of those regular times. So you'll find those clinics listed in this section, and recurring clinics that are going to be, and I'll get to those in a moment, what recurring clinics are, but our normal clinics will show up about a month before the clinic in the same list. So if you want, you just come to the site, click on register for an upcoming clinic, and any clinic that's scheduled to happen within the next month is going to be visible here. And so the clinics themselves will be listed here by date and the number of days. And so we only have one right now in the system, so I can only select it. I'll click on that register button, and then I'll be prompted for some information. And it's not a whole lot of information. It's very similar to what we were asking before. The comments are optional. You'll want to specify what job you think you're going to help us do. This particular clinic has no bus assigned to it, so you can't make selections here. And in addition, this particular clinic, nobody will be making hotel reservations for the volunteers, so you can't make a selection there. And when you click register, it'll show up on this page now as a registration that you're registered for. We'll also see it so that, we have a list of all the people who have registered. And that's it. That's all you have to do to register for a clinic. If you find you need to change something, you can come back, sign on, go to this page, click edit registration, and it'll allow you to make changes. Like I could add a comment here if I wanted to, and then say, okay, maybe I'm okay with room sharing, although there's no rooms for this one. Let's do something more realistic. I went from working on the computers, all of a sudden I got my dental degree so I can be an orthodontist. So I've changed my job, and you'll see now that the job has actually changed. If you can't make the clinic, please sign in and delete it. So if you click delete, your registration will be removed from our list so that we know about it. The second kind of clinic we have is a recurring clinic. And a recurring clinic came about because Thousand Smiles has always had these clinics the first Friday of February, May, August, and November. And so people, instead of having to register every time, we figured we'd add a feature so that you could register once for the November clinic, for example, and the system would automatically register you every November. Now, when that happens, you'll get an email sent to announce that that's happened, and then you can come back here and delete it if you don't want to show up. But this should make it a little bit easier. It also helps us to get the word out to you that clinic's coming if you register for a recurring clinic. Now, we have all 4 of those clinics in the system right now, the Thousand Smiles one. I'm going to go ahead and sign up for the August one and register. And it'll take me back to the same page where I can, put in comments. I'm still an orthodontist. This one actually has a bus associated with it. And I'm going to go ahead and select that, and a couple of hotels associated with it. So I'm going to select the hotel that I want Thousand Smiles to, provide a reservation for. And then I'll go ahead and register. And now you can see that I'm registered for the first Friday in the month of August, 2 days. I'm an orthodontist. And just like the other clinics, you can change the registration or delete it. Now, if you delete it, that means you won't automatically be registered for future clinics. About a month before the clinic, there'll be also a clinic listed up here that is created because you are a recurring clinic registrant. So in about July, you'll see an entry up here. It'll have the specific date. It will allow you to edit that registration. So if you need to miss one of the clinics, but you still plan to keep, going in August, what you don't want to do is delete the recurring registration. Just delete the registration that was created up in this section up here. Okay, so again, about a month before, you should get an email, and then when you sign on, there'll be something in this section telling you that specific August clinic you've been registered for. So again, if there's any questions, you can click on the help link here. It'll take you right back to the wiki, and you can find out all you need to find out about it. And that's pretty much it for the new Thousand Smiles site. We're going to have a lot of new features added over the next few years. So you might want to check back to the wiki for information on that. There'll be links to all these screencasts up on YouTube on the wiki, so you can get to them and see them as many times as you like. All right, thanks, and thanks for volunteering with Thousand Smiles.